fuck. Shit. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's looking that up.
Assassin. There it is. Now Assassin. I think. Was it Assassin?
I don't think it was Assassin. No.
It was the other RTO. Give me a second. Or old RTO. It was the RTO before you.
Well, there was Fried Watermelon. I wanted to talk about him a little bit.
Watermelon. Yeah, it was him and Watermelon, wasn't it?
So, I guess Atoller, just bear with me here while I meander through my poorly constructed thoughts here. It's 4 in the morning here, so almost 5 in the morning. So, all right. So, I was there when Muse and Fried got smoked, and I don't know what led up to that. I realized it was justified. I don't know any of the events that led up to that, but what I do know is how they handled their smoking and the discipline that was handed out to them. One of the things that I know I took a lot of blame for my lack of leadership as RTO, but one thing I do want to make clear is that I did know that as RTO there is a lot of responsibility, and I did take that seriously beginning in the op. And that's why in the AAR, I kept continuously reinforcing it's my fault, it's my failures, because it was. But one thing I think guys like Tank and Striker take a lot of heat for is guys under their command that just don't want to go with the flow, don't want to follow instruction. FaZe is one of those guys. There was times where we could not communicate internally because he just won't stay off the mic, and no matter how many times a guy like Tank or Striker tells him, hey, silence calm, you got to open mic, there's just zero fucks, pardon my French, sir. And then when we were in the beginning, we were all gathered around, they were asking questions. I said, hey, I don't have those answers, but Striker's going to get back, and he's going to give us those answers. And Fried Watermelon goes and takes his guys off to the side. He goes, hey, and I clipped it. I don't know how good the clip is, so take it with a grain of salt, and if it's not in the clip, fair enough, But I do know he was saying, you don't got to listen to him. He's got no rank, and he's right. I have no rank. I don't want rank. I'm not looking for rank. But one thing I do respect is I do respect rank. I respect a chain of command. And things need to come from the top, and they need to go down. And then it's up to guys like Striker and myself to roll those orders out and get things going, keep people moving, keep people, quote unquote alive. Obviously, it's a video game, so again. But I don't know what Fried Watermelon's issue is, but I do know he was in my BCT. He was my instructor. And when I've got guys like him telling other guys that I may have to, command in the event that Striker goes down, which he did, that they don't got to listen to me, that can cause problems. And I think it did cause problems. Again, I'm sure there was a way that I could have handled that and got it under control. But when you're under fire, it can be difficult to get things under control when the undermining's already been put down by other people. And I get it. I fucked off. Team killed a friend, and that was stupid. But I also didn't run around saying, hey, Atoller, don't listen to Striker. He's got no rank. That's just not something I'm going to do. That's not something I think needs to be done. The fact is, I don't care what your rank is. If I'm told, Atoller, you're a PV2, but you're my team lead or you're my squad lead, well, then I'm going to do whatever you tell me. And if you say, Layden, XYZ, well, then XYZ is what I'm going to do. So that's part of why I shifted so hard into just protect the HVT, because that was the one thing I felt I could get everybody to unequivocally rally behind and follow, because anything else I said just was going by the wayside.
Yeah, and I will add to that real quick. Before the op even started, I did tell everyone in the squad that, hey, if I go down, Landon and Landon's the first one to listen to, then Muse, if anyone, if we both go down, would be the next to listen to in my chain of command that I gave them, kind of thing. So,
and Muse definitely did fine. He did. I didn't have any complaints there. It just, FaZe is really unruly. He's been unruly. We were trying to have AARs internally. Me and Stryker were just trying to talk about, like, hey, like, him and I seem to be working pretty well together. We seem to, like, we're going to keep working together. So we wanted to kind of be like, hey, what'd you do bad? What do you think I did bad? What do I think I did bad? And FaZe just kind of kept floating around, trying to find out what we were doing, not wearing his clothes, not wearing his helmet, not doing any of this stuff. Like, right now we're talking and I'm keeping my head on the swivel waiting for him to pop up, because he showed up when we were still doing our AAR. And I just said, like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, well, I want to do helicopter training. I said, well, why don't you go into your own private training and do it there? And he's like, oh, no, I'm super familiar with doing a GM. And there's just a lot of not giving a shit about what he's, it just seems to be FaZe is going to do what he's going to do, when he's going to do it, how he wants to do it, and whenever he wants to do it.
yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. A-firm for sure. I mean, oh, you're good. I mean, I get what you're saying,
Yeah, you're
exactly.
fine.
I mean, there's been 3 or 4 since I've joined, and Landon or Layden over here has joined. Just us debriefing or getting a brief of the op, and all of a sudden you hear my left fucking him there smacking his gums. Everyone's telling him, hey, turn your hot mic off. What's he doing? Smacking his gums 10 seconds later, So it's a whole lot of not wanting to listen, not wanting to pay attention, kind of thing.
Hey, yeah, and it just makes it hard. Guys like me, I've never done RTO before, but I want to do it. I enjoy doing it, and I want to do it well. And, when you've got rounds snapping in, you've got guys getting hit next to you, and, part of that leadership role is you take that personally. Maybe you're not getting shot, but the guy next to you, he's getting shot. So by de facto, you're getting shot. So having a guy next to you who's can't stay off comms, can't seem to register anything you're telling him, outside of, like, hey, just for the love of God, just keep the HVT alive. It makes it hard to be able to rely on anything and get anything done.
Yeah, that's another thing I went over with him before the op even started, and I'm fairly certain you heard this one. I said about the hot micing. I mean, I'm fairly certain you heard it, because I heard you laughing, but I told him specifically, FaZe, like, hey, we are not going to be talking. The only talking we're having is call-outs of contact. The only other talking I want to hear is Layden and me. Mainers and being, we're trying to give orders and get orders. And, well, right off the bat, I'm fairly certain Hate figured it out pretty quickly, being in the front truck. I was told he did, just Mainers and being, he's front truck right there next to that truck. I mean, FaZe, he didn't want to listen too much either. I kept telling him to give them space, the front Humvee. And, well, he didn't want to, apparently. He'd rather be bumping their ass the whole time. Excuse my language. But, I mean, at the same time, though, it's something I guess Hate kind of figured out a little bit today. I mean, same. You'll probably figure it out pretty quickly, too. There's a lot of talking. And then I guess back to that basics of that vehicle and not jumping out and that kind of thing. But that's just something we got to learn. But either way, Layden hit a lot of it, and very much all of it, just going off his little spew that he had. And just, I won't say I've had an eye on it, but I've had people come to me and just talk about phase or something like that, and I've tried to relay the best I can to y'all and to others that can do something about it.
And I think that... Sorry, go ahead, sir.
Oh, he is? Oh, okay.
I thought... He's chronically high.
Yeah, most definitely. Okay. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I follow you.
Yeah, I follow. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely, and it will. I mean, it's caused a lot of influence within everyone else, and so instead of us taking everyone into it, we're taking the source and trying to relay it to y'all in a sense, if that makes sense. Because I mean, because we've seen the source pretty quickly. Isaiah, I mean, first day I've ever really played with y'all, and all of a sudden he's talking about this shit and whatnot, and then this now, and it's like, okay, cool, we're getting the source out of here, what's going to happen now? Or source reported and all these other things. And I'm glad I'm able to talk to you and everyone else about just things that have been brought to our attention or that we see pretty smoothly and pretty easily. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I
Oh,
mean it
yeah.
messes with everyone. I mean I've had it. Layden over here, he's definitely had it. I mean hell, yesterday was chaos in a sense. So I mean, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I'm in the same boat as you. I used to go down to AP Hill and train the National Guard on how to react to Op 4. My hearing is totally fucked. So I get that.
That's good.
Yeah, no, that tracks. Yeah, no, it's not even you can't hear you. It's just like it's stressful to hear you.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've already done that twice to FaZe and just everyone in general. I'm just like, hey boys, we can't fucking hear. Shut up. And then I mean they all shut up for a little bit, but not long. Right? I mean it's not something we need to be dealing with the whole fucking time. Okay.
No, I'm stupid. Talk to me like I'm 5. You know.
Yeah, talk to me like a 5. I mean, I've never been in the military, so. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Well, that's good to know. We'll definitely keep bringing stuff to y'all's attention, and I mean, hopefully you being out in the fields will help that decision either move faster or slower, depending on which way it goes. But yeah. Yeah, so he's a pilot for y'all, or whatever? Okay. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. Okay. Okay, so essentially this has been going on for a long ass fucking time, and essentially this is wit's end is where we're at now with everything that's going on now. Okay. Well, mm, 10
That makes
4.
a lot of sense. Because I
Yeah,
gotta go
it
do damage
does.
control these next few days with two of my buddies. Well, three technically. Because he's just making stuff so untenable for him that they're just like, I think I'm gonna leave. I quit, and I'm like, nah, just give it a chance. See how see how things go. Let's just talk to these people and tell them like what we're seeing, what we're feeling.
And you go ahead.
So I joined on the coattails of Rapture, Crew Thief Actual, and I think it's Cattywampus Ghost. They're all friends of mine, and Rapture tonight was just super frustrated. I don't think he actually vocally said anything. I don't know that that's just. I don't think that he would do that, but I know he blew a gasket tonight, and then my dumb ass goes, and I'm just fucking around, and I team killed Crew Thief, and definitely did not help the situation. Yeah. And then Cattywampus, he'll just kind of go along with the other two guys because they're all good friends, and we're all good friends, and I like this group. I have a lot of respect for you. It's been a lot of fun. BCT was one of the most fun things I've done in this game ever. So that's just something I got to deal with. I'm willing to deal with it. I'm not upset about it. That's part of why we're having this conversation. Normally I'd be in bed by now, but it's important to me, so I want to make sure I talk to you about it. It seems like it's important to you, so that means a lot to me.
Oh yeah, most
Sure.
definitely.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds like Rapture. You're fine. You're not going to offend me. That sounds like Rapture. He's got a lot of PTSD from the stand, so he loses his shit easily. He was QRF out of Kandahar Air Base in 2012 and 2013. So he, God bless him, but he got super fucked up, and he'll never admit it. But there's definitely a piece of him that's still over there, you know. Yeah, fair enough. But that's also part of why I wanted to talk to you, because, you know, if he's that upset, I figured, well, you know, I need to say something, because I definitely want him to stay here. And, you know, I mean, I'm going to stay here for sure. So, in your opinion, and, you know, this doesn't need to go anywhere between the three of us in the fence post, but is there any benefit from me talking to Spartan, saying, hey, Spartan, I need to have a frank conversation with you? Or, you know, is this something maybe I just need to let the chain of command work out? I mean, I'm fine no matter what, you know?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I've dealt with 1,000 employees that are shitty just like him, so that's easy for me to deal with. I can do that in my sleep. Agreed.
Agree.
I'll be honest with you, Toller. I don't have any qualms about dealing with that kind of shit. I'll hit that nail right on the head. I deal with shitty employees all the time. I work at a jail, so garbage people is my bread and butter. So people like you just rise to the top so fast in my book that it's disgusting, because I'm just like, oh, someone I can believe everything he says. Oh my gosh, you know. So like if you want, no, I shouldn't say that. Let me rephrase this. If you feel it is beneficial for me to reach out to Spartan and say, hey, I need to talk to you privately. What's your timeline? And talk to him. I will handle it on my own accord. I'm not worried about anything that FaZe says that you say. I'm not worried about anything that FaZe says Stryker says. As far as I'm concerned, everything that comes out of FaZe's mouth is a lie. Even if there's 1% truth, I'm not here for it. What I am interested in is I'm interested in actions and solutions. And if FaZe says he's going to do, you know, X, Y, Z, I'm because of his track record, I'm not going to buy into it. So you know, if Spartan wants me to talk to him, I will. Got no problem with that. But you know, it's going to be very one-sided, because I'm frankly not going to be interested in anything FaZe has to say, because he's a proven liar. He's a proven, you know, he's deceitful. He's all the things we've talked about. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can. Yes and no.
I don't care personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are people, and shit is shit. You know, sometimes a turd floats to the top.
Right. Yeah. I get that, but also him being 15, 16 years old, he hasn't hit those life spots that will show him the better.
I thought this was an 18 plus group.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I can understand that. No, but because sometimes you get that though. Sometimes you get somebody who's like 17 and they're rock solid. You know, I ran clams. Did you ever play the game America's Army back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. So this game reminds me a lot of that, but like this game is everything I wanted that game to be.
All right. Yeah.
Spartan, that is. So, just you know Spartan a lot better than I do. You know, again, this is like my second or third day. I mean, if I shoot Spartan a message on Discord, and just say, "Hey, man, can I just talk to you man to man?" Because like, is Spartan, is he military? Like, I can't get a vibe off me. Okay, I didn't think so. I mean, neither am I. Neither am I. Fair enough. I just that's okay. I'm not trying to be disrespect. I'm not saying like he's less of a person because he's not. I mean, I'm in the same boat as him. I'm. But to be fair, I call him Mud Runner with my guys because he's Spartan, you know, the Spartan Mud Run. But anyway, because I just get that vibe from him. But do you think if I'm, and I wouldn't throw your name into this, I'm not gonna throw anybody's name into it. It's literally just gonna be me and Spartan. Um, am I wasting my time if I say, "Hey, Spartan, can I talk to you?" Yeah. So don't. I'm risking my. I'm going to put myself at risk here with the both of you here. Yes, men are my specialty. So I'm perfectly happy to sit on the sword, as it were, and see if I can work my magic with y'all. Atol, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you make this group for me, and I don't want to.
I can second that.
Yeah, the RTO training. I've never been more excited to just stand around for 3 hours and talk.
I mean, hell, we're doing it right fucking now.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
right.
And yeah, normally I would have been in bed like 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
But I just enjoy the hell out of this so much. So if Spartan's a yes man, I'm more than happy to, on my own, so you have zero responsibility. Nobody other than myself is responsible for this. I'm more than happy to talk to Spartan and see if I can do what I do because, at my day job, again, I work at a jail. I have 3,000 people every day that are just gross examples of humanity. 55 of them are direct reports to me that are not jail or inmates. So, dealing with people is something I'm very comfortable with. Yes men are something that are. It's not something I'm not. I'm not used to. So I can definitely try to talk to him and pull my professional experience into. Again, I'm not gonna include you. I'm not gonna include Stryker. I'm not gonna include anybody. I'm literally just gonna do what I do. And if I get kicked out, I get kicked out. I'm certainly not going to take a hostile approach to it, but I'm going to take a approach of, hey, like, I think you got a problem, buddy. Let me help you. Well, the only one I think that hates me is that mid-stroker dude, and I don't know why, but fair's fair.
Yeah.
You know. Okay. So here's what, so that you guys have plausible deniability. Here's my plan. I'm gonna shoot Spartan. I'm gonna go to bed. That's the first thing I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow or later today, I'm gonna shoot Spartan a message. I'm gonna try on Discord, and I'm just gonna say, "Hey, man, need to talk to you when you got some time." I think it would help a lot. And then I'm just gonna lay it out to him like, "Hey, look, it's not just me. It's 3 of my friends, and." Just the vibe I'm feeling with the guys in the Discord or the server isn't real good, and I want to fix this before it gets toxic. So how? And that's the angle I'm going to work, and I'm just going to keep coming back to phase. Although who knows if he may be listening in right now because I see he's still in the fucking server.
Alright, sorry. Well, y'all, that was a good progressive talk.
Okay. I wasn't sure because you said he told me he was like, "Oh, I've got a lot of experience in GM," and I was like, "That's scary." That's why me and Stryker were talking in private chat and PlayStation.
Yeah. Alright.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll keep y'all posted. Atol, I don't know if I can find you on PlayStation, but if I can, I'm gonna shoot you a friend request. I will keep both of you posted on what's said, what's going on. I'm not gonna undermine anything as far as I'm concerned. I want things to continue. I just want FaZe to not be a part of it. If anybody's got a problem with that, please tell me. If any time when I'm keeping you guys posted on what I'm doing, something comes up, you know, Atol, I mean, you're the highest ranking here, so you tell me what you need. I'm open to that. But as far as, you know, plausible deniability and the way this whole thing's going, you know, you're not behind any of it. It's 100% me. So if shit goes downhill and I need to be kicked the fuck out, I accept full responsibility on that, and that's on me.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, that's why I try with at least Tank and Landon and my RTO or whoever's with me. I mean, I've done it with Tank and Kakaru and whatnot. Just breakdown of what the hell happened. What could we worked on after talking with y'all and everything else, and just be like, hey, these are the things I've seen. These are hell. I've been taking notes during the ops. Like, this is how the op went. This is what I seen that we could have probably worked on. Let's talk to each other about it and see if we can maybe get a training or that kind of thing going on. And I mean, today, Muse, you asked about what happened, or someone mentioned that last truck got to the front, and Muse was trying to say something about it, but as a team lead, I took over just a little bit because I mean, he was driving, yes, I understand, but as the team lead, I had full responsibility of anything that happened, so I'd rather me say it than Muse have to say it and hold his own, even though, you know, wouldn't have a backing at that point, essentially. But, yeah. Yeah. And I guess, well, since Landon and I think I already mentioned this to you, but I was mentioning this to Tank earlier, just a basis of us guarding the base, just something I've seen, just with Stroke, I guess, putting himself more in harm's way, in a sense, even though he has a sense of leadership that he needs to hold up. He was putting himself in harm's way and leaving that said leadership to the team leads, even though he should have been the one conducting what we were conducting at that point once he leaves. So that's just something I seen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying like towards